ATN.
Now we bring you the story of the return of a son, survivor and a seeker of redemption.
That's right. After 14 years behind bars in a Saudi Arabia prison, Stephen Munyakho returned home with a story marked by tragedy, resilience, and the quiet strength of a mother's unyielding love.
From the depths of despair to the solace of spiritual awakening, this is not just a headline. It is a human story that begs to be heard.
KTN's Vera Mora had a sit-down with Munyakho and now gives us the details in this report.
When Stephen Munyakho stepped off the plane at Jomo Kenyatta International Airport on 29th of July 2025, the air around him felt heavier than the luggage he carried. His mother, Dorothy Kweyu, rushed into his arms, tears streaming down her face. But behind his quiet smile was a man who had lived through 14 years of torment in a Saudi prison. Munyakho was a man reborn, yet still haunted by the past. In April 2011, a money dispute with his Yemen colleague Abdul Halim spiraled into a tragedy. What began as a heated argument ended in death. Halim had attacked Stephen with a knife, and in a moment of panic and self-defense, Stephen retaliated, stabbing Halim.
The late was a very, very good friend of mine, and as it so happens, a misunderstanding that occurred between us led to his passing on.
Now back in Kenya, Stephen walks free but with burden. He speaks softly, often pausing mid-sentence as memories flood back.
Initially in remand, they used to bring us newspapers. Other than that, nothing else. So it's just all about eating and sleeping and praying. That's it.
For 15 years, communication with his family was rare and costly. Each call required money he didn't have. But when he managed to hear his mother's voice, it was like a lifeline.
We were only accorded one call in a week for 10 minutes, you know? So how are you supposed to survive on a call a week? Who are you to talk to?
Cornered in the four walls of prison cells, he studied the very law that condemned him. And in the search for understanding, he found something deeper: faith. Stephen converted to Islam, taking the name Abdul Karim, not out of fear, but out of curiosity for a system that, despite its harshness, offered mercy through dia, the blood money.
I wanted to understand this Sharia law. How can one sentence come from the other to the other until it reaches that extreme? So there was no way I could do that without going in depth.
Initially, Munyakho was sentenced to 5 years of manslaughter. His fate worsened when the charge was upgraded to murder. Under Sharia law, the victim's family demanded execution. His release came after years of diplomatic efforts. The Kenyan government, the Muslim World League, and countless donors raised 150 million Kenyan shillings to pay the blood money. The victim's family accepted, and Stephen was spared.
I never had chance to pass my condolences under the circumstances that I was, but I hope that through this media, I would send my belated condolences to the family of the Mujahids, and may the soul of my friend rest in peace.
Steve Munyakho's homecoming is laced with bittersweet tears, a tale that stretches across 2 nations, and a man whose journey redefines the meaning of faith, justice, and forgiveness. Vera Mora, KTN.
Thank you, Vera, for telling his story. Now we want to take a short break, but before